What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Plio and we just got so much content in the latest update. We got the new Ifrit EX battle, the new Crash event, and also some new episodes on the Final Fantasy VI crossover, including more battles and more challenges. And also a new banner featuring our boy Cloud that we are going to review today. So if you're new to the channel, welcome in. We chat about Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and we're gonna do a deep dive about Cloud new outfit and new weapon, Locke's outfit. Locke is a thief, although he likes to call himself a treasure hunter, of course. And he is loyal, and he is one of those characters that I really like because he is perhaps overly protective of those people that he cares about. And I think on that vibe, on that attitude, he resembles Cloud a little bit as well. So I really like this outfit. I think it's a match. And I like that for a thief, we got two daggers, right? Because any thief needs to have a couple of daggers. I like the color palette. I like the jacket. And I like that Cloud, the necklace as well, even, and the bandana. And I like that Cloud is not bringing the mega massive shoulder and that the weapon is a bit thinner so that it actually looks a bit more like Locke. So on that sense, the outfit looks really good to me. It's not the best outfit, I think, but he looks good. Now let's look into the stats, right? This is what we are here to talk about. Locke's outfit comes with physical and magic ward, which is physical and magic defense plus 15%. This is extremely useful in the recent meta. Extremely useful to the point that sometimes you will die in one shot if you don't have this magical defense or if you haven't applied magical defense up to high, etc. Now, physical ability mastery, it does breathe, it does attack, stance, command, gouge, max, physical ability damage plus 15%. So in layman terms, when our bar is full, is red, completely full, we will do 15% more extra physical damage, which is really useful. So this outfit is completely aimed at new players or returning players, people that were not around when the first anniversary drop, so that you, if you don't have Bahamut outfit because either you were not around or you didn't pull for that, this is a good chance to improve your Cloud if you choose to do that, of course. So I think Bahamut outfit is the best one. This one could potentially be the second best because it's really versatile. So if you miss on ice because you were not playing, or fire, or any other element, this one does a really good job being good at multiple elements and also helping you with the defense, which is really important. So I think it's a really good outfit in case that you didn't have the other ones, right? For new players and returning players. Let's look into the sword. Locke sword. At level 120, it has 684 physical attack, 540 magical attack, and 210 heal. These are really good stats. Now the C ability, with 4 ATBs, it does 4 things. So this is about to bring a lot of value. The question is this the value that we need, or is this the best value? Because a lot of value doesn't mean that it's the best, right? So it does 1010% physical non-elemental damage, and it can crit 10%. And also fire, ice, and lightning are increased to mid, and they can go up to high. This is super good for some situations that haven't happened yet. So let's discuss this in detail because apparently this is really good, but in practice maybe it's not that much. I think the key thing to understand here is that this is really good when you don't have other options, and the reason being you need 12 ATBs to make the most out of this weapon. Let me explain. In the first hit with 4 ATBs, you're gonna go to mid, right? And then you're hitting 1010. In your second hit with 8 ATBs, you go up to high. And then finally, you can use another 4 ATBs to use your primary weapon to hit with either fire or ice or lightning. So then you need to use 12 ATBs. And this brings us back to the classic #1 rule of RPGs is the DPS needs to be focusing on doing DPS, and support units needs to be focusing on helping making the most out of the time of the DPS. So, for example, let's say that you want to do ice damage. A better approach could be bringing Bahamut weapon if you have it, or if you don't have it, it's fine. Maybe Stream Saber and Glavenus guard, for example, or something else. And then Aerith will bring Citric one that does actually magical attack increase high. We don't need the magical attack, but it's fine, it's good to have. And ice damage increase high. Citric one only costs 3 ATBs. So with 7 ATBs, 3 from Aerith and 4 from Cloud, you can be doing as much damage as this weapon with 12 ATBs. So it's really important to think about that strategy. This tells me, again, that this weapon is not for whales and krakens that have been playing since day one. It's more aimed at people returning to the game, newer players that want to catch up. And I think it's really, really important that the game focuses on weapons like this, weapons that will help newer players to catch up with the game, because we cannot be catering for the longest players that have all the weapons. We need to cover for those people that want to play the game. And then there is such a steep curve between a new player coming today. Even if you come today, or let's say a month ago, and you want to invest 10,000 USD, you will still not have the best weapons because they are gone. They were in the anniversary and they are gone. So these options are really good. Options are always good. Now let's look into the R abilities. Attack 46 is not bad, and boost ability 52 is actually really good. I can only remember one other weapon that boosts ability potency 52 points, and that is Cutlass from Zack. So on that sense, and in general, we always need to look at the R abilities, because the C abilities might be useful in 1 or 2 situations, maybe in 3 or 4, but R abilities are useful all the time. And this is the key. This weapon might be actually really good if you are a Mega Kraken. Having this one in Overboost 10, just so that you can put it in your second row, it might be really useful for you if you're looking to the Mega Min-Max, right? And you're willing to invest on that. The S abilities are not bad in case that you want to do some damage with your materia, maybe for some ranking event where perhaps materia ATB management is so important that using materia is worth it. I don't know. In general, if you wanted to focus on doing damage of one single element, there would be better ways to do that. But it's good that this weapon is offering us so many alternatives just so that we can have more options. This is why I was saying recently that I really like the idea of weekly banners. I was actually missing this banner. I was like, oh, when is this coming? The question now is, should you pull? I don't think so, because of the reasons that we have, expressed, unless you are a newer player. If that's the case, it's good to wait until the crossover also bring us Tifa, and then choose like which one will be the best for your account. Maybe having a copy of Terra will be actually really useful for new players or returning players. I think this is skippable, Sephiroth, and I think this one could perhaps be useful. I'm not sure. It depends on your account and your statistics. For whales and krakens, all these banners are easy to skip. There's only one reason to think about this banner, and it's actually a really, really good reason, and it's this one, the ultimate weapon of Aerith. This weapon, single-handedly, this weapon is the reason to pull on this banner. Like, we can completely ignore the outfits and completely ignore the weapon. This weapon is God. It restores 30% of max HP to all allies, and also give us 3 extra ATBs to everyone, including herself. We can use this 2 times, but it doesn't stop there. It boosts heal 20 points, and 25 points regen boost means that it applies regen to all the allies when the battle begins. This is so powerful, to the point that some people in ranking, they were using Aerith just so that they could kill the Cacilios with auto attacks to use 0 ATBs, because Aerith will heal you with this weapon. This is omega useful, and one strong reason to pull on any of these banners. Personally, I'm gonna wait until Tifa, and then I will see. I was gonna pull on Sephiroth. You might be wondering, oh wait, is he going to pull? He said that he was going to pull. I didn't. I'm gonna probably skip this one, even though I like the outfit. I think water is not my element. I'm gonna focus more on Quake, Quake, Wind, and Thunder, I think. But also, I'm gonna focus more on support weapons moving forward. Something like this. Look, when this weapon was released, I don't know where I was. Kina Megaphone. I only have one copy. And look at this. Overboost 10, physical attack increase high to all allies, and physical defense is increased high to all allies. So with 4 ATBs, you have 6 stack to everyone. So 6 multiplied by 3. You have 18 stacks. This is so good, and it will be good in any element: fire, thunder, water, whatever. This is just so powerful. Investing in weapons like this is exactly what I want to do more of. Rather than investing in a generic weapon like this one, that where I have already better options when it comes to specific damage, I want to invest more in support weapons that will help my DPS do even more damage. And I want to continue investing in Vincent, but that's like just my strategy, of course. And then maybe Tifa. Tifa, whenever she drops, I might pull for her just so that I can get a Elite Ultimate weapon, which is really, really useful. By the way, I lost my train of thought. I was saying, why do I like weekly banners? Because of this. Because these weapons, these outfits, they are good. They are not bad, but they are not so groundbreaking that we are missing much if we skip on those banners. And that's why I really like this momentum. That's why I think this is the best time to play Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. You can save or invest if you are a newer player or a returning player. If you are a whale or a kraken, you can get something to get an extra 10%, an extra 2%, maybe. You can make max, but you don't really need to if you have other choices. And that's why I think we are in a really good moment. Please feel free to disagree. Let's continue discussing in the comments. I just think that weekly banners could be good, and this is an example of how to make weekly banners work by bringing weapons that we don't need, but it might be actually useful, like having attack 46 and ability potency 52 for a kraken. It might be like, wow, a lot of value. So you don't really need those weapons, but if you're a new player, you don't have, maybe you have a Sky Splitter and then you left the game, right? After that banner. Sky Splitter was doing fire damage for Cloud. And maybe you left the game after that. So then now you can come back and use this weapon with a Sky Splitter, and you do a lot more damage. And you don't have all the newer outfits. We always need to think about all players, not only whales and krakens that have been playing since day one. That's why I really like weekly banners. But again, it could also get extremely predatory if done wrong. I just think that so far, these last 3, they are really good. Now, this is it. What do you think about this weapon? By the way, if you remember any weapon that will do fire damage, of lightning damage, I just don't remember any. I don't remember any weapon that will increase the fire damage of an ally. So, of course, I remember the Yuffie has one that will increase her own fire damage, but I don't remember. I mean, we have Tifa that can increase her water damage, and Glenn, but not to an ally, right? So I think in that sense, this weapon is quite innovative as well. I haven't seen this before. We haven't seen any thing like this before. So maybe this will be more and more important in the future. Who knows? I don't think so. I think this is just bringing more options, but we will see. Oh, by the way, another thing that could happen, and now that we are smoking in pipe, if I can have your attention for one more minute. Another thing that could happen is that Kefka summons 3 gods. Kefka could summon Ifrit, Shiva, and Ramu, and then we might need to find the 3 of them at the same time. Can you imagine that? Triple summon? If that's the case, then maybe, sometimes banners are only useful for one fight. Maybe if that's the case, this Terra weapon and the new weapon from Cloud might be extremely useful, maybe. Still, we could have better options to navigate that, but, I don't know. I don't think that will happen, but it could be something, if we are about to smoke on pipe, why not? Just imagine blue sky thinking. Anyhow, this is it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this type of content, please consider throwing a like and subscribe. I really had a blast with this. I hope that you enjoy. Until the next time, cheerios, bye bye.